it was a rainy night and no one showed up. Or worse still, 2 or 3 people showed up and your event looked like a failure, or at least that's what you felt. So what do you do the next time? You know, you've picked the restaurant, you've selected the seats, you've made sure everything looks beautiful, and it really is disappointing when people don't show up. So what do you do to change that? Let me give you 3 tips that will turn things around for your next event, and a bonus 4th tip that could actually make things just that little bit easier for you. Stick with me right to the end. Step number 1, charge an upfront fee for your bookings. Now, let's just say we use the restaurant example. You might charge, say, for a couple of courses up front, also for a coffee and tea, but leave out the alcoholic drinks, and also remember to add in, of course, your fee for running the event built into the pricing there as well. So if you charge an upfront fee, then you'll be sure that the people who have actually booked have actually got some skin in the game. They've actually got a commitment that because they've booked, that they're going to show up. Step number 2, have a firm cancellations policy. If you have a firm cancellations policy, it gives people a signal that if they cancel, they may have to pay a fee, and that's probably what you do need to do, is to charge a small fee or make it even non-refundable beyond a certain point, because I've usually found that when you get closer to the time of an event, some people back out straight away, but if they realise that they may have to walk away from their investment, they are more likely also to not cancel, and they're more likely to say, hey, look, I can't make it along, can I send along my friend instead? So that will be perfectly acceptable. The main thing is you want your bookings to stand. Step number 3, make sure you plan your events well ahead of time. Now, remember, the people that you're wanting to come along to your events also have a life as well, and they like to know in their diary well in advance so that they can actually block aside that time, and it's pretty difficult to do that if they've only got about 2 weeks notice. So make sure you give them quite a bit of notice, several weeks or maybe a couple of months, whatever the case is for the particular event that you're running, and give them advance notice. And also probably put in a little bit of a caveat into your post about the event, and that is to say, hey, this event, this restaurant event, will happen rain, hail or shine. So let them know that, hey, it doesn't matter what the weather is, you're going to run your event regardless. Now, for the bonus tip, when you do run an event and you've got all those bookings there that are ready to go to your event, just maybe say 1 or 2 days out, make sure that you ring everyone up and you reconfirm with them how to get to the location, maybe a restaurant or where the parking is or what the public transport situation is. Ring them to remind them, leave them messages, leave them emails. Just make sure that you remind each one of them individually so that you confirm with them that they're coming along to that event. You'd be surprised at how many people, even if they prepay for an event, how they'll forget that event. So it's worthwhile giving them a confirmation call out of courtesy to make sure that they do appear at that event on the day that it's scheduled. So you can look forward to looking at rainy days in a different way in the future. If you like this content and you'd like to see some more, please like, and also please remember to subscribe. Just click the links below, and also drop us a comment if you'd like a particular challenge answered with running your events or growing your business using events. Just let us know what your thoughts are, and I'll endeavour to answer that either in a video in the future or maybe even answer your comment directly. This is David Newton speaking.